This is an invitation to the 7th International Online Conference on Contemporary Studies in Management, short CoSiM. I would like to invite you all for tomorrow's conference, which will be live in Zoom. And let me tell you more about this conference. You will see here the QR code in case you want to participate and scan it online, but you can also see our Zoom link on Facebook, on the CoSiM website, or on the CoSiM Facebook site. This is an invitation. We invite all people around the world to this free and open scientific online CoSiM conference. We are the Institute for Non-Profit Services in Suderburg, Germany. Our headquarters is in Suderburg, but we have a new office now in Berlin. We are independent and non-profit. We are a small team of volunteer managers by myself, Markus Launer, Diplom-Verwaltungswirt Joachim Delekat, and Oberstudienrat Frank Nierath, as well as Devonry de la Cerna Legate. We are an LGBT-friendly and non-religious conference. All data protection laws apply from Germany, Europe, and Zoom. We follow the ethical rules of science. All presentations will be recorded by Zoom and later published on YouTube. You can check here our YouTube channel online. Thank you very much to my co-host, Professor Dr. Dave Marshall and his team from the Silliman University. And I will tell you more about the 36 hours conference. He will take over when I will be sleeping. A special thanks go to our patron, Schirmherr, the mayor of Hansestadt Uelzen, Jürgen Marquardt. You send us again an invitation video, and every year you're supporting us, and you have our special thanks today. Special thanks go also to our cooperation partner, Oberstudiendirektor Stefan Nowacin from the vocational school in Uelzen. We're working together on many projects, sustainability, and excellence in education. Today, the news channel from Uelzen reported that we are the largest scientific online conference in Lower Saxony. Thank you very much, Mr. Michalski. We invited with a call for paper online via Facebook, email, and YouTube. A review team decided on the participation at the CoSiM conference. We received 120 applications. Thank you very much for your trust. However, I'm sorry, we could only approve 104. We will provide a feedback based on a double-blind review with a detailed feedback to improve your abstract. The feedback will be sent after the CoSiM conference. I'm sorry, but I could not do it beforehand due to lots of organizational issues, as you can imagine. The review team is led by Professor Dr. Fatih Çetin from Başkent University in Turkey. We have a team of key reviewers, but we also thank our volunteer reviewers who stepped in short notice because we had so many applications. Here you see our scientific review team, Professor Fatih Çetin, Professor Dave Marshall, Dr. Joanna Roszak, Professor Dr. Eric Capistrano, and Professor Dr. Fridtjof Svensson. The quality of our conference is assured by an international editorial team with top scientists around the world. Scientists from China, Korea, Malaysia, Norway, Philippines, Poland, Turkey, Ukraine, and the United States. You can find more about our committees on our website. Thank you very much for this fantastic editorial board. for all the support you're giving me. I have to say at this stage, I'm a small town professor on the countryside in Suderberg. And these fantastic university professors who are really good in publications, in science, managing and participating in conferences, supported me the last years very much. A special thanks to all of you. We publish international working papers and conference proceeding. The quality of the conference proceeding is also assured by the international editorial team. It's published with an ISSN number and DOI, and the quality of this conference proceeding is because we accept only abstracts with more than 1,000 words and full papers, including a reference list. The working papers are published also with ISSN number and DOE at Australia University. You can publish your abstract with references to our proceeding whenever you publish here and talk with you on the conference. My plan is maybe we can establish our own journal and give you more opportunities to publish. Here you see our working paper from last year. You see it's supported by many universities, and it's printed and as a PDF online. The detailed conference plan you can find on our website. It's on our Facebook site. It's on the CoSiM Facebook site, which was formerly Digital Trust and Intuition, and also on Instagram. It's a 36-hour conference around the world. This is our main session, and here we start tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, in the Ukraine, and then we go to Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Latin America, North America. Then we jump to Northeast Asia. Markus Launer goes to sleep. Professor Kalemak takes over. We go then to Southeast Asia. Professor Dave Marshall takes over. And then we come to the Middle East, where we summarize many, many, many countries: India, Turkey, Iran. I apologize for having not found a better name. On the right-hand side, very small, but it's better on the internet. You see our plan, Friday to Saturday. On Sunday, we have a special day on intuition. It's a full day with many, many research on intuition. And on Tuesday, we have a special day for students. If you have students who like to participate in our conference, they can do. So Oberstudienrat Frank Nierath will come with about 30, 40 students from vocational school in Uelzen, and they will present their projects on sustainability. For example, we were spending money on a vending machine where the students provide fresh and biological food instead of lemonade. Thank you so much already for my session chairs. There are 8 around the world. From the Ukraine, Professor Dr. Daria Subrun. In Eastern Europe, Dr. Joanna Rosak-Sroka. In Western Europe, my former colleague, Professor Dr. Fridtjof Svensson. In Latin America and North America, Professor Torben Stemme from Paraguay. Northeast Asia, Professor Dr. Geoffrey Madatu Kalemak from Korea, but he's a Filipino living in Korea, very special and very famous. Southeast Asia, my dear friend, Professor Dr. Dave Marshall. For the Middle East, India, Turkey, a very long session. We have 2 session chairs, Dr. Shailia Vasudeva and Dr. Yasmin Kaur. Thank you so much. Let me shed some light on the special conference day on intuition. We started with a research project funded by the European Commission, and Fridtjof Svensson and we started with a study on RIA. It was a global study to find out if there are different types of intuition. And we had the chance to test this in an international sample with 5,570 people. And it worked. Our approach worked very well. Then we did the same for Uelzen. This was the research project in a small town. It worked again. And then with my dear friend, Professor Dr. Fatih Çetin from the Bergschend University, I performed a study in all over Germany with 700 people. Thank you to all my friends for filling out the questionnaire and all the managers. And our approach worked even better. The aim is to start now a global study in 2024. We will prepare this study on Sunday, November 26th, and hopefully we can create and put together a global team. What are the dimensions of this intuition approach? What will you hear about in this conference? There will be rational decisions, analytical knowing and planning. And then we defined by now 11 different types of intuition. So whenever I talk to people about intuition, they tell me, yeah, Markus, I know what you mean. And then I tell them, really, we have 11 definitions, 11 different types of intuition. The holistic big picture by Pretz et al., spontaneous style, very fast, the experience-based heuristical style, in particular based on Professor Giga Enzer from the Max Planck Institute here in Berlin, feelings, but also body sensation on the skin, on the heart and the gut, and maybe we can dig deeper into the feelings. We added something very new, and this is the mood. What mood you are in and what mood bring your decisions in, and then maybe you decide one or the other way. Also very new is the slow unconscious thought theory by Professor Dijksterhuis in the Netherlands. Out of the feelings, we withdraw the anticipation, which is there called hunches. But we believe this is an own and separate intuition style, and it worked in our study. It's a little bit of parapsychology, so not everybody is following us in this way. We put also support by others like Scott and Bruce in the GDMS study. And now very new, the support by technology. We will introduce that very new dimension on Sunday. And then the creating style also by the GDMS study. Thank you also very, very much for our dear keynote speakers. First of all, Professor Dr. Rania Lampu, she's in the Ministry of Education, in the Directorate of Educational Technology and Innovation in Greece. She will talk about unleashing the power of artificial intelligence in education. Rania, thank you so much. I see your profile is full of speeches. You are really a promoter of science, and we thank you for that very much. Then we come to our dear friend who talked last year as well, Professor Dr. Mustafa Özbilgin from the Brunel University in United Kingdom, originally he was from Turkey, and he will talk about binary people in management. And I can tell you already, I have a lot of applications to listen to that speech by now. Our dear friend and very, very high-profile scientist, Professor Dr. Guanxing Chen, is director of the Center of Business Analytics and is a John W. Snyder Fellow at Western Michigan University in the United States. He will talk in the US session. And I have to tell you, my planning was very poor because this weekend is the Thanksgiving weekend. So I'm very, very thankful that Guanxin will talk anyway. He probably gets up from the turkey eating to the online conference. our dear friend, Dr. Martha Sinclair. She is with us, I think, for the third or the fourth year. She will tell us about the latest research on intuitive decision-making, and she will do so from the University of Brisbane in Australia. Every year it's a hassle to make an arrangement because we have a time difference of 9 hours. Martha, thank you so much for your flexibility. We really appreciate it. Our dear friend, Professor Dr. Jay Leibowitz, he is Columbia University's Data Science Institute, and he will talk about his new book, Developing the Intuitive Executive. Jay, thank you very much for being with us, and thank you that friends of mine and me could contribute to your new book. Our dear friend, also very much in the intuition science, our dear friend, second time with our conference, Professor Dr. Jay Leibowitz from Columbia University. There's a typo from University of Surrey, and he will talk about developing the intuitive executive. He sent us already a video, and you can see it on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook site. Last but not least, and not last, Professor Dr. Steve McCarthy from Osaka Yogakuin University in Japan, and he will talk about documenting a research grant application process between Japan and India. Thank you very much for being with us from Japan. Now, last but not least, our keynote speaker, Dr. Princess Barbara Odo from Nigeria. She's an evangelist for women empowerment, and she will talk about women empowerment in Nigeria, reality or myth. At this time, I also want to report that we worked with our team the entire year with women, especially to empower women in our Zoom webinars from India, from Iran, from Africa, and other countries. And whatever we can do to support women in science, we are very happy to do so. Thank you very much for our keynote speakers last year on intuition, Dr. Dean Reddin and Dr. Francesca McCartney. Thank you very much. We have your recordings, and more recordings will be uploaded, and they are very important now for our intuition study next year. A special thanks go to the students from the vocational school in Uelzen. Here you see a picture with all of them at our last workshop in Uelzen, and they will come online on Tuesday, and hopefully all mothers, fathers, parents, relatives watch them. They are so nervous to be part of an international conference. Thank you very much to Oberstudienrat Frank Nierath to bring them together, the English teacher, Mrs. Moldenhauer, and our dear friend, Oberstudiendirektor Stefan Novacin. So, from our institute, we thank you very much for listening now. Hopefully you are with us tomorrow. And I give a special thank you to my colleagues, volunteer workers, Oberstudienrat Frank Nierath, and also Diplom Verwaltungswirt Joachim Delakat. Thank you so much for supporting our conference. Thank you so much for sending in applications, supporting us with editorial teams, with reviews. I tell you, I'm really thrilled. We're doing this now the 7th year, and it becomes more and more international. And I can tell you, we will do whatever we can from Uelzen and from Suderberg to make everyone happy. At this time, oh my God, I almost forgot the special thanks to Lotto Sports Foundation in Hanover in Germany. They supported us since 2016, especially in the integration and education for refugees and for migrants, and they supported us big time. So we were able to give e-learning service in the refugee crisis in 2016 and 17. In 2018 and 19, we were working on integrating them into the labor market. Then we thought, now our work is hopefully over, but then came the war in Ukraine, and we had again lots of refugees coming to Germany. At present, we have again a huge refugee crisis with people fleeing from Afghanistan, Syria, and from Africa. So we have a lot of work to do, and we love to do that with all our passion. We love to support them all. Thank you very much for everyone supporting us, and be with us tomorrow. It will be a great show with entertainment. We have videos for you. We have great speakers from all over the world, over 30 countries. We have students with us, great keynote speakers, great session chairs, and it will be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to that.